So recently I've been asked how I make my objects float in Stop Motion Studio, and it's pretty simple. So in today's video I will be showing you the basics and how to do it in Stop Motion Studio. So let me start by introducing myself. My name is JD's Workshop, that's my channel's name, and I make stop motion animations, edits, and sometimes animatronic videos. I've been doing stop motions for around a year or two, and I think I've mastered it somewhat, like seeing this animation. It's not the best, but it's a good start for being one of my first ones using masking. What you're going to need. So what you're going to need is some trans-clear pieces. Any type would work for your floating object. I've got this one right here I use to make my minifig stand in the air. And you're gonna need your minifig. So I've got Iron Man right there, and he's ready. Now on to animating your stop motion. Okay, so if you remember my last video or even watched it, you would know, or if you're a stop motion animator, you would know the key tip into stop motion animations, which is ease in and ease out. So ease in and ease out is a form of stop motion animation tip, whatever you want to call it, is where you have multiple moves in different speeds. The first move will be small, then your next will be medium, then your next will be large. So kind of like a size of a drink you get, but you're going to be doing that and you'll be taking your pictures like that. You're going to take your object and take a picture. Okay, and you're going to have multiple pictures of it flying by. You want to do one with it, and then with it, without it. So one without it, and then one with it, because that's what you're going to be using for your masking. And so you see how this goes there. We take a picture, and then we take another picture, maybe. Okay. And finally, editing and masking your stop motion objects that you want to flow. Okay, so you're going to have your finished animation, well not finished, almost finished animation opened in Stop Motion Studio. And you're going to click erase. Make sure that you have, like I said before, you need to have one picture without it and one picture with it. So I'm going to resize that, make it bigger, and then I'm going to erase that a little bit. And so there's that one, and I'm going to erase that a little bit, make that bigger, and then I'm going to erase that, kind of get that right there, and then you should do the next one, resize it a little bit. You want to have them bigger, you don't want to have the thin ones. Well, you do. The thin is when you're working with like tiny areas that you need to mask. So you're going to make that one bigger because you want to get the full stick. You don't want to see that transfer stick. Even though it's trans, you can still see it. Alright, done. And you're going to keep going now. Okay. And then, let's see, I'm sorry about how the video is. I'm recording a video on my tablet with my camera. It's bad. So there's the animation. Now you can notice there's still pauses in the animation, right? Well, that's because we need to delete those pauses. So I'm doing that right now. And I'll play it back for you right now. And so that is how you make a stop motion object fly. It includes anything.